Your dog licked you today. You barely noticed. Maybe you wiped it off on your sleeve. Maybe you laughed and pushed them away. Maybe you said something like, okay, that's enough. And in that moment, you missed one of the most layered, ancient, biologically encoded messages your dog is capable of sending. Most owners go their entire lives thinking a lick is just affection. It isn't, not even close. Licking is not one behavior. It is 14 different behaviors wearing the same costume. Some of them are love. Some of them are questions. Some of them are warnings. And one of them, the one we saved for the very end of this video, is the single most profound statement of trust a dog is biologically capable of making toward another living being. Welcome back to our channel. Subscribe right now because what you are about to learn will permanently change the way you interpret the single most common behavior your dog performs every single day. By the end of this video, you will be able to tell each one of these 14 licks apart in real time. We start with the one almost every owner gets completely wrong. 1. The face lick when you walk through the door. You assume it's excitement. It is excitement, but that's the surface. Underneath that, something far more specific is happening. When you leave the house and come back, you return wearing a scent profile your dog does not recognize. Car exhaust, other people, other animals, the food you ate, the soap in the bathroom you used, the seat fabric of the chair you sat in for an hour. To your dog's olfactory system, you came back smelling like a stranger wrapped inside the person they love. The face lick is decontamination. They are pulling those foreign scent molecules off of you, processing them through their vomeronasal organ, and restoring you to the version of you they recognize. It is a welcome home ritual. But it is also an audit. They are reading where you've been, who you touched, what you ate, and whether anything about you signals a threat. 2 minutes of face licking after a separation contains more information transfer than a human conversation. You are being read, and when they finish and settle down, what they are really saying is, confirmed, it's you, you're home, we're safe again. 2. The slow, deliberate hand lick while you sit still. This one is the easiest to misread because it looks like nothing. Your dog walks over, takes your hand, and licks it once, maybe twice, then stops, then walks away or lies down nearby. That single, slow lick is the canine equivalent of a check-in. In wolf packs and in early puppy development, a brief tongue contact to a pack member's muzzle or paw is a reaffirmation of the social bond. It says, we're still good. You're still mine. I'm still yours. It is the lowest energy, highest meaning communication in their entire vocabulary. Dogs who do this regularly are dogs with deeply secure attachment. They don't need to perform. They don't need to demand. They just need the occasional confirmation that the bond is intact. If your dog does this, you are doing something profoundly right. Most dogs in the world don't have a human. They feel safe enough around to make such a quiet, minimal request. Yours does. Don't let that get lost in the noise of daily life. 3. The frantic, repetitive licking when you sit down on the floor. Sitting on the floor changes everything from your dog's perspective. You have just moved from a vertical dominant posture into a horizontal accessible one. You have entered their plane of existence. The licking that follows isn't random affection. It is celebration plus opportunity. They suddenly have access to your face, your neck, your hands, all of the scent-rich, emotionally significant surfaces that are normally 5 feet above them. Pay attention to what they target. Mouth area, eye area, the crease between your jaw and your neck. Those are not random choices. Those are the highest information density zones on the human body. They are reading you the way you would read a long letter from someone you love. And here is the part most owners miss. The intensity of this behavior is directly proportional to how often you make yourself accessible at their level. Dogs whose humans almost never sit on the floor with them tend to lose their composure when it finally happens, because that level of access has become rare and precious. Sit on the floor with your dog more often. it rewires the relationship. 4. The single lick followed by direct eye contact. This one is a question. Your dog licks you once, then pulls back and looks at you. Waits. That is a deliberate communication attempt, and it is one of the most underappreciated behaviors in the entire canine repertoire. Researchers studying domestic dogs have repeatedly observed that dogs use licking as an attention-getting signal aimed specifically at humans, in a way that wolves and other canids do not. This is a behavior dogs evolved for us. The eye contact afterward is them waiting for your response. They are asking something. It could be food, a walk, water, the door, a refill of attention. The specific request varies. What matters is that they are speaking to you in a language they developed across 15,000 years of cohabitation, and most owners never learn to answer. Look back, say something, stand up. The point is to respond at all because every response teaches them that this language works. When the language works, they keep using it. When it doesn't, they go quiet. And a dog that has gone quiet is a dog that has given up on being understood. 5. Licking the corners of your mouth. This one tends to make people uncomfortable, so let's defuse it with the truth. In puppy development, when a mother returns to the den after hunting, the puppies lick the corners of her mouth to stimulate her to regurgitate food. That is an ancient, hardwired food solicitation behavior. When your adult dog licks the corners of your mouth, they are not literally asking you to regurgitate. They are running a puppy program in an adult context. The behavior persists because the emotional state it represents persists. They are treating you as a parent figure, as the source, as the one who provides. It is one of the most vulnerable, infantilizing behaviors a dog can perform, and they only perform it with humans they have placed at the absolute top of their attachment hierarchy. It is not gross. It is sacred. We just forgot how to read it. The next time it happens, before you turn your face away, register what it actually means. A creature with their own complete inner world just chose to treat you as their origin point. And we are barely a third of the way through. Some of the licks still ahead are the ones that will hit hardest, including one that doctors and behavioral scientists are still actively studying because of what dogs can detect about us that we can't detect ourselves, and the final lick on this list, number 14, which carries more emotional weight than any other behavior a dog can perform. Stay with us. 6. Licking your tears. The first time it happens, it feels like coincidence. By the third time, you realize it isn't. Dogs are documented across multiple peer-reviewed studies as orienting toward human distress with what behavioral scientists describe as empathic concern. When you cry, your scent changes. The chemical composition of your tears, the cortisol on your skin, the shift in your breathing, all of it broadcasts a signal your dog cannot ignore. The lick is not just comfort, it is an active intervention. In the canine playbook of how to handle a distressed pack member, soft repeated contact with the tongue is one of the primary tools. They are trying to fix you using the only medical kit they have, and here is the part that will sit with you. Studies suggest that dogs respond more strongly to a crying human than to a humming or talking one, and they preferentially direct comfort behaviors toward the person showing distress, even if that person is a stranger. Your dog isn't just comforting you because you're their human. They would do this for almost anyone. They're just lucky it's you. The reverse is also true. You're just lucky it's them. 7. The aggressive won't stop all over your face licking. This is the one that frustrates owners the most, and it is almost always misread as overexcitement. Sometimes it is. But persistent, escalating, can't be redirected licking, especially when it comes with whining, pacing, or pawing, is often a sign of unregulated arousal. The dog is in an emotional state they cannot bring down on their own, and the licking is a self-soothing behavior. The repetitive motion releases endorphins in the dog the same way nail biting or hair twirling does in a human. They aren't being rude. They are trying to regulate. The intervention is not to push them away or scold. It is to help them downregulate. Calm voice. Slow strokes along the side of the body. Sometimes simply standing up and giving them a moment to reset. Punishing this behavior teaches your dog that the human they go to for comfort is also the one who escalates the panic. Don't be that human. Be the off-ramp, not the wall. 8. Licking a specific spot on their own body over and over. This is the lick that should make you stop scrolling. Persistent, localized self-licking on the same paw, the same flank, the same joint, repeated day after day, is one of the clearest medical signals a dog can produce. It is the canine equivalent of pointing. Allergies, joint pain, skin infection, a foreign body lodged in a paw pad. Sometimes anxiety alone, but rarely just that. If your dog is licking one specific area more than once or twice a day for more than a few days, photograph the spot, watch the duration, and book the vet appointment. They are telling you something hurts. The longer you wait, the longer they hurt. And the dog who keeps licking the same spot quietly in the corner of the room is often the same dog who never complains, never whines, never asks for anything. They are stoic to a fault. You have to be the one who notices. 9. Licking you while half asleep. This one is quiet and beautiful, and most people miss it entirely. Your dog is curled up against you, mostly asleep, and they extend their tongue once, slowly against your skin. Eyes closed, body still. That is a behavior pulled directly from the deepest layer of their nervous system. It is the same comfort loop they ran as puppies pressed against their mother and litter mates. It surfaces when they are in their most regulated, most parasympathetic dominant state. Total safety, total peace. If your dog does this, you have given them a life they didn't have to be vigilant in. That is the highest gift a dog can receive from a human, and almost nobody recognizes it for what it is. Most dogs in shelters, in chaotic homes, in unpredictable environments, never reach the state required to produce this behavior. The fact that yours does means you have built a sanctuary inside an ordinary house. Don't underestimate what that means to them. 10. Licking your feet specifically. Your feet hold an entire scent biography. Sweat glands concentrated in the soles. Bacterial colonies unique to you. Traces of every surface you walked on that day. To your dog's nose, your feet are a complete report. The licking that targets them isn't preference. It is information gathering at the highest resolution available. Some dogs do this obsessively, and in those cases there is often an additional layer. The salt content on human skin can become genuinely rewarding for some dogs, and the behavior can become reinforcing in a way that loops. If it's once in a while, it's reading you. If it's daily and lengthy, it has crossed into compulsive territory and deserves redirection, not just for your comfort, but for theirs. Compulsive licking in any direction is a nervous system that has learned to soothe itself through repetition. The fix is not stopping the lick. The fix is reducing the underlying tension that keeps producing it. 11. Licking objects you've touched but not you. Your phone, your keyboard, the steering wheel of your car when they jump into the driver's seat. This is displacement licking. Your dog wants contact with you, but you are unavailable, and the objects carrying your scent become the next best target. It is a touching, slightly heartbreaking behavior because it means your dog is bonded to you so deeply that even your residue is comforting. In moderation, it's a love letter. In excess, especially when paired with other separation behaviors, it is a signal that your dog struggles when you are out of reach. Watch the broader pattern before you decide which one it is. A dog who licks your slippers when you're in the next room is fine. A dog who licks your slippers, paces, whines, and refuses to eat while you're at work is asking for help. 12. Licking other dogs around the mouth. You will see this at the dog park and assume its affection between friends. It is more than that. In canine social dynamics, the lower status individual in any pairing often initiates muzzle licking toward the higher status one. It is a polite signal, a peaceful greeting, a statement of "I am not a threat. I acknowledge you." When your dog does this to another dog, they are not being submissive in a negative sense. They are being socially fluent. They are using a diplomatic protocol that predates language. The dogs who lack this skill, the ones who barrel into greetings without offering it, are the ones who get into the most conflicts. Watch for it. It tells you which dogs at the park were raised well and which ones were never given the chance to learn their own language. 13. Licking the air after smelling you closely. This is the behavior people post online and laugh at. The dog leans in, takes a deep sniff, and then licks the air. It looks ridiculous. It is actually elegant. Your dog has just picked up a scent compound their nose found interesting, and the tongue movement is pulling that compound across the roof of the mouth, into the vomeronasal organ, for deeper analysis. They are not licking the air for fun. They are running a second sensory pass on something specific about you. Your hormones, your sweat, your skin oils, a recent meal. If you are pregnant, recently ovulating, recently exercised, or recently sick, expect to see more of this behavior. They are reading the chemical version of you. And in many documented cases, dogs have detected changes in their humans through this exact behavior weeks or months before the humans noticed anything themselves. They are not paranoid. They are paying attention. Most of us could stand to do the same. 14. The lick they give you right before they fall asleep. We saved this one for last on purpose. Of every lick on this list, this one carries the most weight. A dog that has chosen to fall asleep next to you has already declared trust. A dog that licks you once before closing their eyes has gone further. They have closed the loop. They are sealing the day. In the wild, the last social contact before sleep within a pack is functionally a good night, a final pulse of confirmation that the bond is intact and the world is safe enough to let consciousness go. When your dog does this to you, they are giving you the most vulnerable version of themselves and trusting that version to remain safe in your hands until morning. Sleep is the most defenseless state a creature can enter. To enter it willingly next to another being requires complete certainty. To reach out and touch that being one last time before going under is the highest declaration of safety in the entire canine social repertoire. There is no equivalent in human social behavior. We don't have a gesture this complete. If your dog does this, sit with it for a second. Most people go their entire lives without ever being trusted that completely. By another living being, you have it. And it walked into your life on 4 legs. So the next time your dog licks you, slow down. Notice the context. Notice the duration. Notice the target. Notice the energy behind it. Is it a question, a greeting, a comfort, a check-in, a good night? Each one is a different sentence. Each one is a different gift. Because that rough tongue, the one you brush off without thinking, is the oldest written language between our two species. It predates words. It predates farming. It predates everything we built. 15,000 years ago, a wolf approached a human campfire and chose connection over distance. Every lick your dog gives you today is the descendant of that choice. They are still choosing you. Every single day. With the same gesture their ancestors used to break the original silence between our species. And every time your dog uses it on you, they are speaking a sentence they evolved specifically for humans. Specifically for you. Now you speak it. If this changed how you see your dog, share it with one person whose dog deserves to be understood. Subscribe to our channel and drop a comment with the lick on this list your dog does the most. We read every single one.